We got new mugs, but they're also for lefties, so that's... Hey, what's up, and welcome to today's Big Rewind, where we watch all of the internet things so that you don't have to. Don't forget to click subscribe so you can keep up to date on all the videos. With that said, on today's Big Rewind, Aaron Carter faced with a restraining order. KFC attempts to get into the chicken sandwich game a month late. And the government is finally confirming that UFOs are real. It's never a normal story when it comes to the Carter family. Nick Carter tweeting out a pre-written message: after careful consideration, my sister Angel and I regret that we are required to seek a restraining order against our brother Aaron Carter. He goes on to explain that Aaron's actually made some pretty severe threats against Nick's wife, who's pregnant with his unborn child. This follows a series of unstable events for Aaron Carter after the police had to do a home checkup for him. There's been some issues where his mom has spoken on his mental health. First of all, why is any of this on Twitter? Why is Nick putting any of this up in the air? But then you have Aaron going, so my brother just got a restraining order against me and I was just served. Laugh out loud. I think he knows what LOL means. This is the next tweet. Take care, Nick Carter, we're done for life. This is a series of Kanye type tweets, man. What is happening here?
He went on the doctor.
And is this, are you on all these now?
Yeah.
Every day?
No, yeah, but I take them properly.
What? This is obviously a very serious mental issue, which I don't want to comment on because I just hope that he can seek the help that he needs. But at best, why put this on the it? Now moving on to today's trending hashtag, a first date becomes the last when fill in the blank. The date takes place at Costco eating samples. I think that's kind of a brilliant date. You get to go for a stroll, you get food, it's cheap, you can people watch all day, it checks all my boxes. First date becomes the last when you start talking about future children. Okay, I feel like there's different ways to approach that. Like, obviously it's like, so when we have kids, that's a little stalkerish. But if you're just talking about like, would you like to have kids someday? That's a normal first date question, right? Followed by, what's your social security number? What's your blood type? Are you an organ donor? A first date becomes the last when your phone gets more attention than I do. It's fair, definitely relevant in today's society. A first date becomes the last when they start telling you the long list of what they're looking for in their future partner. Been there. I actually jumped in here, and this is a 100% true story. A first date becomes the last when you tell her how your dad lost you for an hour as a kid, and she responds with, wait, you weren't leashed? To which I said, wait, you were? And she goes, yes, it's not weird. All of my friends were leashed. And that's when I knew the date was over because I responded with, were all of your friends golden retrievers? That date lasted about 25 minutes. And to this day is the worst, I mean best now because it's got a good story out of it. But yeah, please tell me you're kidding. No, Emmy, I am not. People are talking about their top 3 HBO characters of all time. Go, Tony Soprano, Tony Soprano, Tony Soprano, Drogon, Rhaegal, and those are the dragons, right? I'm just trying to say the names. Yeah, those are the Game of Thrones dragons. Nailed it. Daenerys Targaryen. Okay, a lot of Game of Thrones fans out here. Personally, I'm a huge Newsroom fan, so I gotta go like Lewel McAvoy or Charlie Skinner.
Get that there are moments, small moments, infrequent moments where I'm not the easiest guy to work with, but who the hell is?
I am.
Well, it helps that you're drunk most of the time.
It certainly does.
Or I completely forgot Entourage too. I mean, Ari Gold all day.
Jesse, how have you been? I've been...
What about you?
Larry David.
Larry David?
Or Nucky Thompson, Boardwalk.
Boardwalk Empire? What about you, Matt? Anything?
I like the guy from Silicon Valley.
Oh, that's a good one. Thomas Middleditch character? What's his name in the show?
Hendricks.
That's it. Richard Hendricks. That's it. Great show. I forgot how many good HBO shows exist. Speaking of HBO and the world that is streaming, all these networks jumping into the race, or as we are calling it, the great streaming war of 2019-2020. Now, obviously, you've known a lot of these networks have been announcing their own streaming versions. NBC announcing their most recent yesterday called Peacock, the new Peacock network, which is coming out of the gate strong by doing a reboot of Saved by the Bell and Punky Brewster. The Saved by the Bell remake is going to actually feature some people from the show, including Mario Lopez, and NBC going so far as to say they're actually hopeful and their goal reboot is to do another season of The Office, which would be crazy. But then you actually have these networks going head-to-head and bidding on previously existing catalogs. HBO Max just bought The Big Bang Theory for reported between 600 million and 1 billion. I should edit that. They didn't buy it, they bought the streaming rights for it. But for 5 years, that's a lot of money. Netflix just got the streaming rights for Seinfeld exclusively, which is pretty huge. Like I said, The Office is potentially going to be getting a new season on Peacock, along with Saved by the Bell and the Punky Brewster remakes. And then Friends going to HBO Max to join The Big Bang Theory. Now, these aren't the only streaming services. You also have Apple TV coming out, which is going to be mostly new content, in addition to Carpool Karaoke. I think it's the only existing known series that's going to be over there, but a bunch of new movies and TV shows we kind of covered. And then, of course, you have Disney Plus, which, in addition to having all of the Disney and Pixar movies and TV shows and series, they also have Marvel and that whole universe and Star Wars, which is pretty crazy. Isn't this why cable was invented in the first place? You had all these channels on one stream. Now everyone's like, no, we want to cut the cord. But you have to buy a separate streaming service for, oh my gosh. And I'm just like assuming every one of these is $10. You're paying 60, 70 bucks a month just to have your favorite shows.
You could just watch Big Rewind.
You could just watch the Big Rewind for free on YouTube by clicking subscribe. KFC. Now, if you've been anywhere within the public eye in the last couple, I would say months, 2 months, you learned about the whole Popeyes versus Chick-fil-A situation, going for the best chicken sandwich. Wendy's tried to jump in there. Now KFC going, wait, we have one too. 6 weeks later. The Kentucky Fried Chicken and donuts served hot. This is a true story. I flew in today and my flight was delayed because there weren't enough seatbelt extenders for the flight. We were delayed 25 minutes because they needed to wait for another flight to get more seatbelt extenders. This is how that happens. It is a chicken. Is there cheese on it? Mayonnaise? A chicken sandwich with 2 donuts as buns for $5.99, or a sandwich combo, $7.99, or customers can just add the donuts to anything for $1. You get mashed potato donuts if you want from KFC. That is freaking disgusting. Okay, and down to our final and top story today at the Big Rewind. We talk about aliens, specifically Area 51. Now the big rush, what is it, Rush Area 51, or what are they calling it? Raid storm. Run into Area 51 is scheduled for September 20th, 2 days from now. There's been multiple warnings from the government, including saying, don't do this, we will arrest or shoot you. Basically, well, that didn't stop 2 Dutch YouTubers, which is just such a douchey sentence, from doing it early. 2 Dutch YouTubers were arrested and jailed after they tried getting near, not even in Area 51. They were arrested about 3 miles deep into the Nevada National Security Site. They had cameras, computers, a drone. This all went down last week, September 10th. Both men told deputies that they could read, write, and speak English. This is your chance to just play dumb. Just go, huh? Apparently they were sentenced already to a year in jail, but that sentence is going to be suspended. The 2 will spend a total of 3 days in county jail and then pay a fine of $2,280 each. Why not just make it like $2,300 at that point? Are they trying to be the Gap? We'll see what happens with the raid at Area 51, but in the meantime, very odd timing, the U.S. Navy has confirmed that videos posted by former Blink-182 singer and musician Tom DeLonge of UFOs are real. Let me just break that down one more time. The U.S. government has confirmed the existence of UFOs. Now, I want to be clear, they're confirming there are unidentified flying objects in these videos. So they're kind of trapping people in a sentence structure saying, we're not saying they're aliens, we're just saying we don't know what those really fast, foreign-looking subjects are that appeared and then disappeared pretty much very quickly. Let's watch a little bit of the video.
Oh my gosh, dude. Wow, look at it fly.
I don't know whether to be more concerned with this or the fact that Tom DeLonge quit music to go be a UFO YouTube specialist. He didn't quit music, I don't want to be misquoted on that. But yeah, apparently this is a real video from 2003, 2004, and somehow it got leaked, and then the Navy had to declassify it and say, go ahead and release it. The 3 videos were captured by Navy SEALs 2004 and 2015. Huh. Well, What do you think? Are UFOs real? This is the question it all comes down to, right? And please specify. When you think UFOs are real, do you think aliens are real, or do you think maybe this is some sort of, I don't know, a foreign country's search and seek aircraft of some type? That's vague enough, right? Not get me in trouble. If we get a cease and desist tomorrow from the U.S. government, you know we're onto something. If there's not another video after this, that means that something happened, or I got fired. One of the two. But, do you think UFOs are real? Let us know in the comments below. Also, while you're there, let us know if you want a shout out, which we are continuing to do with every single video. The best way to do that is, do we have them? Oh, perfect. Also, make sure you're liking and subscribing to the videos. We pay attention to that too. Shout out to over 1,500 people who have followed us in the last like 6 or 7 weeks of being a channel. We appreciate you. Sans Mans Renino? I'm just going to put it right here. Thank you. And Aisha Patel. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. You can check out our most recent video right here. And again, click down here to subscribe to The Big Rewind. With that said, my name is Erik Zachary, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.